My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody who has been working off of intuition and not really having the evidence to back up what they feel is true about another person. Of course, this truth that you're going to get confirmation on could be about somebody that you're involved with romantically, but it feels to me more so like this is someone who is manipulating a group of people or a social dynamic or maybe even a family, especially if they're looking to marry someone. And you were one of the first, if not the first, to be like, I don't know about that person. I don't think I trust this person. So it could be, new person at the office and you're like, nah, they're gonna suck. It could be someone marrying into the family and you're like, nope. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member or how to get a candle that I made from Etsy. Let's dive in with Under the Oak and see what else we've got for you. What else? King of Swords and the Wheel in the reverse. The Hierophant and the High Priestess. See, I think you don't approve of a person marrying someone you care about, or a relationship getting serious and you feel like one of the individuals involved just cannot be trusted or isn't good for your friend or your sibling or your parent. You're coming through as this King of Swords, someone who feels like things will get worse in the future, or that somebody is like they have too much to lose to be entertaining this kind of relationship. So maybe you're trying to advise a person that you care deeply for to be more cautious with regards to their finances and how they connect with this new person. Hello, Ardako, how are you doing? We've got the Hierophant, which is a card that can talk about relationships like marriage. It can also talk about morals or integrity, principles. And the High Priestess in the reverse, this makes me feel like you can tell that this is someone who is not necessarily operating with the same kind of morals or principles as the person that they are dating, right? There seems to be too big of a sacrifice, possibly financially and morally. So I think you are opposed. You're like, what do you see in this person? Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups in the reverse. I think you're about to get some sort of confirmation, because remember the first card was talking about you're going to find out the truth about this connection. I think you're about to hear something or see something, and it's going to confirm the fact that whoever you didn't like from the beginning, whoever your intuition is saying, no, I don't trust that person. This is somebody who is in a relationship for financial gain and not because of love. Two of Cups is in the reverse. But they're dressing it up as love. So one could argue they're probably love bombing. Hello, Jamaica. How are you doing? Hello, Third Eye. What's up? Four of Swords in the reverse. The Hanged Man. And Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. This is someone new to the social dynamic or new to the family. And you can sense that there's something unsettled, or that they're like carrying a burden or holding on to resentment over something. So it's like you reserved judgment or even might have like kind of come through a little bit negative because you could tell that this was somebody who wasn't being honest about who they are or what their intentions were. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, I think you could tell this was somebody who lets other people clean up their mess. Hello, Joshua. How are you doing? Yes, this is from Tiana, actually. It says till death, and it's totally a skeleton drinking Dr. Pepper, which is my vibe. I did not get paid for that. Although, you know, hit me up, Dr. Pepper. Justice. Two of Wands. And the Magician. Page of Cups. Yeah, you can tell that a person who is putting on a show and pretending that they care deeply about somebody is really just interested in a lifestyle that could be provided by that relationship. I do feel like it's a romantic relationship that you're looking at, but I don't think it's your relationship. I think you are concerned about a friend or a family member, maybe even a coworker, but you're like, I feel like there would be something better for you out there than this person who's just like doing everything they can to make it seem like they're into you. Hello, Asta, how are you doing? Oh, thank you, Carla. And thank you for the nice comment earlier. And congrats on your job. I'm super excited for you. Like, really excited. Let's get a few from the Marigold Tarot. Yes. What else? King of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups. This is the manipulative person that you don't like. King of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Cups. They have their eyes, it's like they're focused on the prize, right? I know if I get this person to marry me or if I'm in a serious relationship, even if I can just live with this person, then I get what I want. I just have to make sure to keep up the charade or make them think that I'm in love with them, even though I'm not. It shouldn't be too difficult to do that, right? I suppose it depends on the person. Some people want to live in that kind of illusion. Most people don't. So we've got Five of Cups, Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So you feel like there's something that is like negative attachment or frustration or anger. You see it when other people don't. They're able to wear this mask, but you can tell that this is somebody who is kind of like hateful or enjoys making people kind of like squirm with awkward conversation. You pick up on little nuances that clue you into this person not really being very considerate. Nine of Rings or Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Rings or Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There's also some strange, I don't know, it's like I have to have this time or every Friday, you know, I play poker or I have a book club or we go get like mani-pedi. There's something here where it's like, it's very independent. You need to like leave me alone. Don't message me. And then like, I'll talk to you the next day or something. There's some independent streak or independent like boundary that it just like kind of some off warning signs for you. Hello, Rick. How are you doing? Oh, thank you, Carla. I agree with that, Anthony. Kindness is important. So we've got the Devil in the reverse, the Two of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. It's like they're doing community work, like volunteering or whatever will put them in a better light. Or, you know, your family doesn't like me, so I'm gonna like buy food for everyone or send them all like a gift card. This is someone who's trying to buy approval or like butter people up, right? But you're over here just kind of like, exactly what a liar would do. Noted. I knew something was wrong with you. You can tell that they're lying about something. That's for sure. Page of Wands in the reverse. Page of Swords. And then you find out some information that this person didn't tell you. I don't know if you're being a little snoopy snoop and going through this person's desk or something. I don't know if it's just that you're Googling or doing like a background check. But you are in investigator mode. You're over here like, I'm going to find out what's wrong with you. I know there's something. I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to tell my friend. Ha! Maybe this person, you know, is kind of playing coy about where they're from or where they went to school or who they were married to. Or maybe they didn't even tell you that they were married before. There's something here where it's like, gonna figure out more about this because clearly you are lying about something. Hello, Lemonade. How are you doing? Well, that's perfect, Third Eye. Eight of Wands. So the Hermit is you. If this is your reading, you're the one over here being like, who was that dude on Dexter? The Dokes? Is that his name? You guys help me out. Confirm or deny? It's like, I know something's wrong. I'm going to figure it out. And then with the Hermit energy here and the Eight of Wands, I feel like it doesn't take you any time at all. You're like on the case. You figured out something that makes you feel validated. Like, okay, so I'm onto something because this person lied about that. This is the Weird Cat Tarot. I don't know where Tiana found it. I don't think. Well, wait. You might be able to find it on Amazon? I don't know. But yes, this is a Tiana gift, and it fits quite well, I think. Hello, Ethan. How are you doing? Hello, Patif. How are you doing? I hope I said your name right. I apologize if I did not. Hello, Gary. How are you today? The World and the Empress. Okay. When this individual, our King of Wands in the reverse, who's lying about who they are, tries to love bomb you, there's something here that you might do to challenge this person. It's like, trying to think of a good way to put it. It's a classy way to remind someone that they're like new to the group, or, you know, you weren't here the last couple of years because we've been friends for a long time before, or, you know, we're family or whatever. You don't know the traditions. This is just kind of like a gentle, I don't know if you've ever seen, oh, thank you, Erkin. Thank you for being a member. I don't know if you've ever seen when like a older cat is trying to get a kitten to chill out and they're like, I have a fox for this. Oh, but it's so clean. I don't think I want to move anything right now. I feel like you see a situation with this King of Wands in the reverse, and you're trying to de-escalate. You're trying to make sure people don't freak out. You could be doing that to the King of Wands in the reverse, as well as other people, trying to keep things a little bit balanced. But the problem is there's a lie that has come out. Again, it's confirming what you've said or believed about this person for a while. I'm not convinced that it's because you said it. Is the Hermit the person who tells everyone? I mean, we do have the Eight of Wands. I just feel like that's about how quickly you find the information. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the only person you tell is the Queen of Pentacles, which is the person who's in the relationship that you care about. So this would be like a friend or a sibling, or maybe it's a coworker, right? Hello, Thomas. Hello, James. How you doing? Yeah, that's true. So we have the King of Wands in the reverse again. That's our manipulative individual, right? Ten of Cups. They're trying to make it seem like they're capable of this Ten of Cups, or that is their intention. But the Queen of Pentacles is starting to realize that there are some issues here. And I feel like it gets to the point where the Queen of Pentacles comes to the Hermit and asks, hey, what's your opinion? Is this like a problem, or am I being unreasonable? King of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. There's something, maybe it's as simple as an argument. Maybe it's more complicated. Maybe it's, you know, I don't see this person anymore, or I think they're starting to like hang out with other people. And then the other information comes out. So there's gossip happening, and it's undermining this relationship because most people view it as questionable at this point. I don't think you liked them at the beginning, and now most people are like, yeah, I think you're right. The Hierophant, Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. I think what you find out is something that has to do with this person's finances. Maybe it's a change of name. Maybe it's, you know, realizing that they're not actually employed. There's something here where it's like, you told me you had this experience, or you told me you had this background or this education. Whatever it is, you told me you had this savings account. I don't know. It's an illusion. This person's just trying to get a partner that will take care of them. Six of Cups in the reverse. There's no love here. You don't want your loved one to end up in this kind of connection where they're just being used by someone who wants their bills paid. All right, situation deck. Hello, that guy. How are you doing? What else do we have? Wish and legal. Court paperwork filed, and anxiety, scared, panic. So maybe what you find is something that this person neglected to tell you about their legal situation, or maybe, you know, financial, like maybe it's debt, maybe it's about somebody that's an ex, maybe it's some trouble that they got into before they moved away. But they're over here like, oh no, if you find out what's really going on, I'm probably going to have some trouble. Lost, ghosted, blocked, cut off. Insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. and love. The problem is we have someone who has been a little bit desperate for love. The person you care about, whether it's a sibling or a close friend, I do think that you have been a little bit worried that perhaps they were not as selective as they needed to be, or that they don't necessarily listen to their intuition. This is someone who really enjoys being in love and like needs to kind of like stiffen the standards a little bit, like raise them a little bit, you know? I do personal questions after the general, and I'll probably be doing the general reading for about another, let's say like 13 minutes, with priority to those who tip or donate, and you can also donate a membership. We have soulmate, similar, friendship, romantic partner. Yeah, you're looking out for a friend. You're like, hey, are you not seeing what I'm seeing about this person? Because I know you really like love them or like want to be in a relationship or whatever, but I don't think that's cool. Like, what is this over here? So often I see readings about friends that are untrustworthy or finding some way to be sneaky or self-absorbed. This is somebody who is actively trying to protect someone they care about, a friend or a family member, from a relationship that they can see is toxic or codependent, or like an outright scam for some of you. And I applaud whoever is looking out for their friend, but we have to keep in mind that the approach is super important, because there have been plenty of times on here where I've told you, you got to listen to your intuition, and if other people don't like your romantic situation, okay, whatever. You can't be doing everything for what everybody else thinks. But we do also have to be able to pick up on those signs and listen to the people that care about us when there are maybe actual red flags. So this is just saying, yes, you're right. You're going to get confirmation, and probably your friend is as well. It's not going to be easy for them because they really wanted this to work out. So like, handle with care. Fragile. Hello, Smiggle. Hello, Danielle. How are you doing? Hello, Callan. Hello, Benjamin. This is the Spanish Tarot. Hello, Mike. How are you doing? Three of Swords in the reverse. Five of Wands. And Death in the reverse. So the person who's come through is the King of Wands in the reverse, who has been lying about themselves and isn't really in love, but just wants something from someone. This is a person who has a tendency to get out unscathed, even though they're the one who started all the problems. This could be a person who has married multiple people at the same time. This could be someone who just disappears and people never hear from them again. Like communities. This isn't just like, oh, we dated and then I ghosted you, we never talked again. This is like, I'm leaving the town and I'm never talking to anybody again. That seems questionable. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Four of Wands and the Two of Wands. I don't like it. This is like, okay, I have a problem. I know what I'll do. I'll get married. What? I'm sorry. Could you show me the math on how you got to that? This is someone who's saying, I've got issues. I need to run away from something. I caused, people to hate me. What I need now is someone to marry me. and pay my bills. 3 of Cups. 6 of Cups. This is someone who, it's like they're looking for someone that they could start a family with because they feel like that child would anchor them to a person who has money. So take it how it resonates, right? Either they want to be the father and then that person takes care of them and the kid, or they're hoping someone else chooses to, you know, naked time, and then they can say, hey, by the way, you owe me money now. This is why I encourage you to do things safely, you know? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Because this person doesn't have money and they feel like they've figured out a way to get money. I'll just have a child with someone who does have money. Okay? I mean, it's not a new concept. 8 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands. The problem is, this is a person who has talked about their, like, preference for people who can pay for everything. There's already people who know about it. The thing is, I think the King of Wands in the reverse moved away. So perhaps what the Hermit, probably you, has discovered is, I don't know, maybe even just like people talking about them online. But this is like, oh, okay. So you like use people for money? Noted. I like it, April. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I'm sorry that that's what you decide to do with your day, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Was that 3 of us or 2 of us? Hello, how's it going, Neha? So we've got the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. And the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You might discover this person's debt, or that they've tried to change their name, or you might be able to save someone before they get married by saying, hey, if you marry this person, then all of this becomes your debt. Are you sure you want to do that? Because I'm definitely seeing money is an issue and a key motivator. And it's like, once things become official, then it gets a lot more difficult. Yeah. So you're just looking out for your friend. You're like, hey, I see some red flags. I want to make sure that you see them too, please. What do you think? I hope you're having a good day, Callan. I did love an egg because it was aggressive. It was like, I was picturing this on the keyboard because there was, you know, like 8 messages in 10 seconds. This is What's the News. Supersize me, doing too much excessive overindulgence. Yes. So someone who likes to spend a lot, but they don't pay their bills. And then they run away and try to leave somebody else with the responsibility. I think this is literally just a scam artist, okay? Like, pure and simple, this is someone who tries to marry people, rack up some debt, and then they run away. Like, oh, look, it's time to go buy another yacht. I better go get married. There's some sort of trauma or resentment or issue that this individual, the King of Wands in the reverse, does not address, whether that's through just good old-fashioned therapy or like, you know, putting your toes in the grass. Their way of dealing with anxiety is apparently spending other people's money. What a... Yeah, that would be difficult. Lucky break, good fortune, good things coming, turning point. So your friend, by virtue of having someone like you who knows how to dig up people's information, apparently, because you came through as the hermit, you're over here like, okay, wait, hold on. I've got some information that seems pretty important. It looks like this person may have left another relationship kind of open-ended. Maybe they're still married to somebody else. Maybe you end up finding what this debt really is, or some, you know, board on social media describing what they had done in previous living situations or relationships. But you convince this person that maybe they need to take another look at this and not to just like dive in with this relationship. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? All right. We're going to get a few from the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? First chakra, Archangel Michael. So your ability to point out that this is somebody who's not trustworthy, you're helping someone to have the protection they need against loss or sadness. So good looking out. You're a good friend. Oh, really? So your efforts to protect someone that you care about in a friendship situation or family is what the universe considers to be like the trigger to you getting your romance. So your cost of admission to getting your soulmate in your life is to make sure that someone else doesn't get distracted by a scam artist. And then all of a sudden you got somebody that shows up that wants a relationship with you. Okay, so it's like a little deal. Like, you help this person, we'll help you. Ready? Go. Just make sure that they stop hanging out with that person who's using them. You can do it. All right, this is the Path of Shadows. Siren. As enchanting as it is, the reflection in the water, it can lure your soul to depths where illusions falter. So the King of Wands in the reverse had this illusion all set up, and they were hoping that they could make some money or spend some money off of that connection. But you came around and you figured out that this person was a chameleon or was faking who they are or how they felt about a person that you care about. So we have Werewolf. Only the moon knows what it takes to hide this turmoil. Two sides of the same tormented soul. So you may have dealt with a person who used you for money, and that might make you quite adept at picking out who's doing that. You may have done it yourself, but I feel your ability to leverage that intuition and then find some information that actually shows that you're right is going to enable this Queen of Pentacles to walk away relatively unscathed from this person. As long as you approach it the right way. You know, you don't want to be too bossy. Hello, Estrella. How are you doing? All right, let's see what we get from the Burning Love. No, wait, Burning Heart Love Oracle. I mix it up like every time, you guys. So this King of Wands in the reverse is going to end up admitting that they were being selfish and that they've been stuck in their ego. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. I do think this is someone who has a reputation for losing their temper. King of Wands in the reverse is the first card that I think of if you say the words anger management. A person who doesn't have control over their temper and lets things escalate way worse than they need to. This would be the scam person, right? The person who feels like they can steal money. They don't want to let go of this relationship because they feel like they've invested so much time and energy. I don't think they love this person, but they really want that lifestyle. So I think it's going to be a burst of anger. I can't believe you don't trust me, or I can't believe you would listen to your friend, the hermit over here. Obviously, I'm a great person. They're going to get mad and then try to make sure that they secure their position in this person's life. They do use spiritual language to try to make it seem more likely that these two are fated to be together, even though, again, we have 2 cups in the reverse. This is not somebody who's in love. I really do care, even though I don't show it. All right, just like real simple though. If you can't show that you care about somebody, then I don't believe that you do. Or it's not like worthwhile. Yay. So does that mean you like write it down on a piece of paper and then I can look at that paper when I feel bad about things? And you know, when other people who actually care about you would be supportive, I could just read that paper and be like, oh, gosh, thanks. I'm so glad that you said those words that, you know, told me that you really do care. Just, it makes so much difference. If someone cares about you, they check on you. You know, they don't steal from you, right? Sorry, there's like, oh, there we go. I got a hair on my face. I ran because I wasn't ready for you. I want to make things right. So whether they connected with a third party or an ex or took something that wasn't theirs, ghosted, now they're back around and they're like, no, we got to save this relationship because it like funds my lifestyle. But it's okay. It's going to be different this time because I've been working on myself. Okay. I don't know about that. You had dreams of chicken nuggets. No sweet and sour sauce. What would you accept as a secondary sauce? Like, are you into barbecue or what else do they offer? If you say mayo, I will expire. Hello, how's it going, Roy? This is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? We have the Compass, number 42, and the Anchor, number 35. I'm telling you, this is someone who exclusively dates or gets into relationships with people that they feel can take care of them. I want your stability. You own that home? Cool, I'm moving in. You own that car? Cool. Can't you buy another one? Just let me have this one. Please, please. Honey mustard. Yes. If it's enough mustardy. Sometimes it's too honey-y. The Storks, number 17, and the Birds, number 12. Oh. If you're resonating with this hermit energy where you're helping a friend, you might find out that this person has unpaid child support or has been hiding a pregnancy or has been falsifying records regarding children or payments around those children. But I do feel like this is something that could cause actual legal problems, right? Like, gotta be careful. If you're in the business of lying all the time, some of these people end up lying in situations where it's actually like, well, now you get legal consequences. Well done. So we have the moon, number 32. You find out what this person is hiding and you're able to share it with this Queen of Pentacles. And I do feel like they take it seriously. So you're a good friend. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. And thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hyping the video if you're able to. And thank you for checking out my candles on Etsy. I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.